AI, robotics, and several other forms of automation have the potential to bring great economic benefits as it can contribute up to $15 trillion to global GDP by 2030, according to several reports. Ever since the dawn of the Industrial Revolution, workers were worried about them being replaced by machines. As a result, they might be permanently jobless. But up until now, the scene has not changed much and people are still working more than ever before. But moving forward with AI taking over the world, we think the story is going to be different. So keep watching till the end to know a lot more about the future of automation. Automation is a derivative of great industrial revolutions that changed the production commodity landscape forever, and currently we are in the fourth industrial revolution. The manufacturing industry is probably the biggest receiver of change when it comes to automation because this is a very fast evolving domain that needs rapid advancements in automation. We already have intelligent machines and robots in the industry for almost a decade now. The need for automation in manufacturing is to enable error-proof operation, negligible downtime, consistent production, fewer human factors, and constant pace. This is required in a world where consumer demand is growing, so all the operations should be super efficient to meet those demands by supplying products to the market continuously. Next, we have transportation. This is going to be another industry that will be affected by automation. Airplanes have been using autopilots for decades, and self-driving cars are now increasingly becoming common, even though we still don't have any fully self-driving level 5 autonomous vehicles yet. Couple that with the Internet of Things, and we already have a robust system of intelligent vehicles. Then we have agriculture. The world has already surpassed 8 billion in population, so there is a dire necessity of producing the optimum amount of food to feed people, because of which the agricultural sector needs a lot of automation for food production, supply, and distribution. Major e-commerce companies like Amazon and Alibaba have already upgraded their logistics at the consumer level by employing robots to manage their warehouses and delivery department. So what exactly does automation mean for the future of work? The future of automation and AI has always been a hot topic that has been debated for several decades already. But today, it is more relevant than ever because AI is already taking over the world. Some believe that automation will take away jobs from humans and we might end up in a situation where low-skilled workers will find it difficult to get a job. The COVID-19 pandemic just accelerated our adoption of cutting-edge technology. From contactless cashiers to welding drones to machines that will serve salads on demand, it is clear that automation is already transforming every aspect of our daily life. The impact of automation on the job market has both positives and negatives. When you look at things on the positive side, automation has made so many jobs easier and more efficient. It also created new opportunities for workers with the skills to operate and maintain automated equipment. But on the negative side, automation has eliminated many jobs that were once done by human beings. But that's a good thing too, as these jobs were not something that they could be proud of because they often were extremely labor-intensive and dangerous. Jobs that have been around for decades will be suddenly gone and you cannot do anything about it, even if you want to, especially in the manufacturing industries, and it's just going to take off from here on. This will also have a ripple effect on the economy as a whole. When people lose their job, they stop spending money, and this leads to less demand for goods and services, which then leads to even more job losses. It's a constant cycle that can cause a lot of pain in the years to come. Automation in itself is not a bad thing, even though it may result in some jobs being lost, but it can also lead to the creation of new and innovative jobs where workers will find new ways to add value to the future workplace. But for now, it is important for us to be aware of the potential impact of automation on the job market and plan accordingly. A recent study from Brookings Institute found that between 2000 and 2010, there was a significant increase in the number of jobs lost to automation. In fact, over 5 million manufacturing jobs were lost during this period. The study found that while some jobs were created in the wake of automation, they are not enough to offset the number of jobs being lost. This means that there is a net decrease in the number of jobs available as a result of automation, and this trend will likely continue as more and more jobs are replaced by machines. Automation is already replacing human workers, not just with robots, but also in the form of software, and it will be that way for the foreseeable future. Today, companies automate most of their processes with less human input needed than before. This is in the interest of reducing the cost involved in labor, increased productivity, and overall improvement in quality of the products that are being manufactured. But this trend also poses several challenges, such as job displacement and worker reskilling. AI can do tasks that were considered impossible just a few years ago, and it will continue to change our lives in the near future. AI can read data, learn from them, and provide all the necessary insights about them on its own without any human intervention, and that presents a scary feature where AI might take over the world and just get rid of humans. Okay, maybe it's not that dark, but we will have machines that will augment our existing life, which will improve the standard of living thing, the process of automation is not anything new. It has been happening for quite some time now. It's just that the rate at which it is happening has been increasing phenomenally over the past decade, all thanks to the rise of artificial intelligence systems and the huge amount of data that's being generated with all the devices that we own today. But not everyone will be affected by this. Only some jobs are definitely more likely to be replaced by automated processes than others, and the most common jobs that are at the risk of being replaced by automation include telemarketers, data entry, administrative assistants, factory workers, and drivers. At the same time, there are jobs that will not be replaced by automation because automation only focuses on jobs that are highly repetitive and require little skills. Jobs with high levels of creativity, jobs that require a lot of social interaction, and jobs that require emotional intelligence are here to stay. Automation will contribute to higher standards of living due to higher worker productivity. At the same time, we need to have robust policy responses to make sure that workers can adapt to the new work environment so that the benefits of automation can be shared for the greater good. We need governments and industry leaders to provide higher quality training based on what is in demand, such as healthcare, retail, logistics, and advanced manufacturing. This will also improve the earnings of the less educated or the displaced workers, and of course, there will be several disadvantaged workers who will need more support than the others to complete their education, including occupational guidance, which will eventually improve their lives. With all this, it's clear that AI and automation will create so many new challenges for workers, but at the same time, it will also help improve so many aspects of our lives. The debate on AI and automation is endless because there are two sides to this coin, and it's going to be that way for the foreseeable future. All we can do is wait and see its real impact. At the same time, we need governments and corporations to create and secure more job opportunities that are relevant to the current world situation. It's also on us to hone our skills, because if you don't, you might end up jobless very soon, especially if you fall into a category of workers who will soon be replaced by automation. The best way to fight AI is to understand how AI works and how it could help us instead of thinking about AI replacing us. All we need to do is reskill ourselves to fit to the current norm, and that is definitely doable. The next few years are going to be interesting ones as we see more and more jobs becoming automated. This means we will all have to bear the effect of automation, whether you like it or not. Automation has always been happening ever since the Industrial Revolution, but it was not until very recently the pace of automation went over the roof. Things will change in the future because the rise of automation and AI will lead to a different kind of job creation that focuses more on creativity and emotions than just coding or data analysis.